next drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To throw. It's felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made, a lot of space now. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the field goal unit, for some reason, is on the field. It is second down. Not sure if the coaching staff is confused over there. And he knocks it right through the uprights. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And this will be fair caught at the 15. Team is on the field. Do they know that it's 1st down? Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. He just goes back for the most bizarre safety you'll ever see. So following the safety, it's a free kick that booted away from the 20. And that sets up a return.
Return runs it out to the 40. And your USC Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
This would be an unconventional strategy. Punt team on the field on 1st down. Hits this one off the side of his foot. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, it's Morris. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third.
Who's up? Third down.
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback ball spotted at the 25. Team on the field on first down. And the coverage team able to bring him down. set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a receiver wide open here. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss.
And he is wide open for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Rock.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. No chance to catch him.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Ball away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official is going to call intentional grounding here. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the play.
Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time.
Oklahoma offense will take over. First and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Morris. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Fighting him off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains that you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner will be brought down. The USC offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. He's got a man down the middle. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. And the Trojans will line up on first and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
See what the call is on first and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll throw it now. The ball is caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
My goodness, this defense has got to do a much better job of getting pressure on this quarterback. It's third down, and you're going to give the quarterback that much time? Plenty of time. Finds his target. Nice big gain and a first down.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8. The Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. The defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop. But the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And it's good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pass here. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Turner decides to field it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15.
15.
Defense will take over. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Finding some room with the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Southern California. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Hand off to the single back. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
First down, looking to throw the ball. This time it's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. And now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Takes the handoff again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. On the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Fights through the tackler. Tackle, but forced down. The Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of the speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. It's Morris. Quick throw to the left. He pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the USC offense back on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
That completion makes it second and short. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Touchdown, SC. Just ran away from the defense.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He'll test the right side here. He's brought down, but that strong, stiff one helped him for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Sooners are looking to keep this drive going. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. There's the handoff. Runs through the defender. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Handoff to the right side. It's hard running there through a tackle. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, the way they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to throw. It's Morris. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands with a good combination of good coverage, with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it on first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now it's second down here. The back's got it. Breaking ankles with the spin move. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. And we're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Second and 10 here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching it. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think of Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. Some great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Powers through the tackle. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Back to pass. It's Morris. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. With the sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Motion now from the tight end. And here's the handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Send the back in motion. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. The curtain's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down. They're going to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. And is intercepted.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Sooners come to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he'll set up to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, get after that quarterback for that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Here's that defense shifting again. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And they spot it down just outside the 30. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They've got him down out near the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Receiver in motion now. And that run produces a decent gain. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the completion made. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. This offense makes up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, you can go get a touchdown.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Wow, great job by the defense coming up with the interception. If you look at it from an offensive perspective, it's 3rd and long. Why not take a chance downfield? You might get a pass interference call. Maybe you come up with a completion. In this case, it is intercepted, but at least it's downfield, almost like a punt there on 3rd and long.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Back to throw. It's Morris. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to take another shot right here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
The defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. They will bring up 4th down. Movement here from the tight end. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Spinning out of the tackle. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. It's Morris. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that puts them back on top. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Sooners offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And there's the handoff. Ball carrier in space now. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
Incompletion makes it second down. Scanning the field, it's Morris. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. What a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. The Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And the Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Second down after that previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They're going to run the option. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Can he get there on the ground? And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They work so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for return. It'll be a touchback. How aggressive will it be? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Hey, you get late in a game like this, of course you're going to dial up your best receiver. I love his route running and his speed to be able to get separation from the defender. They better find an answer for this receiver. Otherwise, they're going to go back to him again.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He finds his man. They can't stop him. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. It's a short return to make the tackle at 25, but what a play for this defense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.